So this is an 8-mile circular walk known as the Tonge Trail. I've actually extended it to 10 miles, adding Darcy Lever and Eagley Model Village as diversions. Leverhulme Park opened in 1904. It was donated to the people of Bolton by Lord Leverhulme, William Hesketh Lever, founder of Lever Brothers, still operational in the Wirral. Thomas Hayton Mawson designed the park, and also Lever's private Rivington Garden, another popular tourist attraction.
So it looks like there's a way up to this bridge walkway. Interesting. Got to have a look at this.
These cobblestone steps were used in a 1970s James Mason film called Spring and Port Wine.
Well, not part of the trail, just a little bit off course, but interesting.
Darcy Lever Railway Viaduct was built in 1848 and closed in 1951, built over the River Tonge. It was originally part of the Liverpool and Bury railway line. This was the Bury Bolton section, now a public walkway. Lever Bridge cotton mills operated from 1795 to 1887. Developed by William Gray and Sons, the area was known as Cottonopolis. The mills were a significant part of the Industrial Revolution in the area. This is one of only 3 churches that is built from terracotta, both outside and inside. It was built in 1844 by Lancaster architect Edmund Sharp. Many of the interior fittings that would normally be made from wood were also made from terracotta. The church spire had to be removed as it became unsafe, and it was dismantled by local steeplejack Fred Dibnah. More about Fred Dibnah later on. The plan of the church was known as cruciform, and you can clearly see that from above.
I'm hoping I can get back into Lever Park this way. Oh yeah, there we are. Oh, what a shame it is it's like an old bowling green, isn't it? So this is the Pebble Beach, what we call it. There's a bridge there, I think that leads to the church. Yeah, so there's Pebble Beach. Aptly named Pebble Beach again. And from this bridge we can get to St Stephen's Church. And the gravestones lined up the back of the church. should be going. The Tonge Trail signpost is missing its sign. Oh dear. This place is absolutely full of balsam. Ow. Hi there. I think this is the way up.
Yeah.
Jeez. You got any good shots?
Got some the other day, but I'm up for some more. There's a kingfisher nest that's just there.
Oh, right.
And the fishing down there.
That's good.
But there's about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've been teaching the little ones out.
Little ones. Oh, I haven't seen a kingfisher for years, you know.
No?
No. They're hard to spot sometimes, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't like anyone being around.
No, no. Hey, dear. I'm exhausted. See ya.
Steeplejack and TV personality Fred Dibnah was buried at Tonge Cemetery. He also lived next to it. This was his garden.
So this is Fred Dibnah's old house. 1854. So this is Fred Dibnah's grave. Fairly plain one for such a well-known person, really. He's got his hat there. If it didn't say Fred Dibnah, I wouldn't recognise it, would you? Now, up to the main road.
A curious record at Tonge Cemetery is for Thomas McCarthy, a lion tamer who in 1872 gave his final performance.
Oh gosh, if you want to pick blackberries, there's no shortage of them here. So we are following the River Tonge. It's down, way down there on the left. Oh, I wish I'd known about these blackberries. Oh, these are still in season here. Whoa, lots and lots. A nice little park here. Small, but it's nice. There we go. Follow the river path. Oh, jolly good. Belmont Bakery Machinery. Okay.
The Watermead Bleach Works, also known as the Bradshaw Bleach Works, began with natural sun bleaching in the late 1780s. Steam power was added in the 19th century and it closed in 1963.
So I'm heading up to Crompton Way, named after Samuel Crompton, and the Toby Inn, which was a mansion built for mill owner Thomas Hesketh. And just at the top of the pathway here is the gate entrance. So originally called Watermill Lock, and now the Toby Inn. It was a nursing home before that. Right, so there we are, the Tonge Trail to the right. This is the old cobbled road that leads up to Holgh Wood. The Tonge Trail goes down there, but I'm going to go up here and have a look at Holgh Wood. It's a Grade 1 listed building. Unfortunately, it's been closed for a few years. Lots of repair needed, and they're trying to raise funds for it. I did go there probably about 4 or 5 years ago when it was open. There we are, Holgh Wood. Yeah, lots of repairs need doing. I think there's been quite a bit of vandalism. A shame.
Holgh Wood, or Hall in the Wood, is an early 16th century house. It was divided into 4 separate dwellings, and one dwelling was let by Samuel Crompton. It was here in 1779 that Crompton invented the spinning mule to create cotton thread in high quantities. It revolutionised the cotton industry. In 1899, Lord Leverhulme bought the house and gave it to Bolton Corporation. It's now a museum in need of repair.
The trail goes this way. So I'm coming up to an area called Bank Top.
Bank Top was a model village created by the Ashworth family in the 19th century to house mill workers, featuring cottages, a school and a church.
That's Bank Top Brewery. It doesn't appear to be open at the moment. It's like the community garden. Yeah, not much to it really.
Holden Mill, also known as Astley Bridge Mill, was built in 1927 as a cotton spinning mill. It was the last mill to be built in Bolton and the first to be powered by mains electricity. It has now been converted into 296 apartments.
Hi.
Up these steps takes you along Eagley Brook to Eagley, another model village, and the Eagley Mills.
So this is Eagley with the Eagley Mills. Eagley, another model village built especially for the mill workers. That's one of the old mills. There's one just over there. There's the other mill. Some splendid houses around here. I'd love to know what that was originally. Steep, anyway. Very odd. Oh gosh. Nothing to hold on to here. Ah, here we are. I was just trying to find a clearing so I can take the drone up and have a look at Eagley Mills.
The cotton spinning complex began as water-powered mills in the late 1700s. The model village was built around the 1820s. They closed the mills in 1972. Most were demolished and the rest were converted into apartments. Sharpleshall Manor House was acquired by mill owner John Holden in the early 20th century.
Nice views from here. So back to the Tonge Trail route. This is a really pleasant walk along the river. This looks like quite a long incline to the top. I think it's to Bromley Cross. Whew. Well, that got my breathing going. Yeah, so I think we're at Bromley Cross here. We're heading back again now. So this track follows the main railway line. Which railway line it is, I'll tell you when I looked it up. I've no idea. And once again, there's absolutely tons of Himalayan balsam. Seems to be growing a lot this year. They say pull it up and stamp it. And we go left and across an unmanned crossing on the main railway line.
The old Oaks railway station, now a private house, with one small caveat in the form of a railway line that's a bit too close for comfort. Longsight Park's history includes an early industrial past as the site of a textile mill, and now its transformation into a valued public park, thanks to the efforts of the Friends of Harwood and Longsight Park, who revived it from neglect starting in 2014. The park now has a Green Flag Award.
So that was a quick look at the main part of Longsight Park. I'm back across the bridge and heading towards Firwood Fold. This is a very pleasant walk through new plantations. Lots of new trees have been put down. So here we are coming into Firwood Fold, birthplace of Samuel Crompton. The route is straight across. If we go up here we can have a look at the little hamlet.
Firwood Fold. Its name comes from the surrounding woodland, and its earliest buildings, including Samuel Crompton's birthplace at number 10, date back to the 16th century. The fold was originally a central farmstead for the Crompton estate before the 18th century. During the Industrial Revolution, many homes at Firwood Fold were occupied by employees of the nearby bleach works. In the 19th century, Firwood Fold was part of the estate of Thomas Hardcastle, a textile manufacturer. He built a Dutch barn and a school at the hamlet. In 1969, Bolton Council purchased the site and designated it as a conservation area. It's a popular destination for walkers, connecting to the Kingfisher Trail and this Tonge Trail.
Back on the main trail again now. These look like lodges, don't they, from the mill factories. Oh, it's enormous. Yeah, I'm sure they were. Well, as nice as these lodges are, I seem to have gone off track. So I'll have to head back again. So we don't go directly across, as I've just done. Back at Firwood Fold. We go down here a little bit. Oh yeah, I missed that sign there. So I think I'm coming up to 7 acres, which is the last part of the trail. Welcome to 7 acres. 7 acres was originally open farmland, then used for small-scale industrial activity in the 19th century. Volunteer vault. What's that? No idea. So, just coming to the end of the walk now, along the end of 5 Acres Park. We'll get back onto the main Bolton Road at the Lancashire Wildlife Trust. And then across the road is where we started from. That's one way to go fishing.
Not weed, there's a patch just along here.